Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach in real will. And salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth, pushing truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I got this little news statement or whatever. It was put up by this football player. And, you know, this is just, you know, adding on to the point that we make, you know, that Esau in this place that, you know, we're taught to just, we're robots, basically, man. Don't get out of line and just do as Esau says, man, you know. And even then, they tell you that those were days of old, that this is a new day. You know, they like to play that new day role. Or those were days of the past where you're not hanging from trees no more and slaves no more and stuff. They love to play that sympathetic role, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all know it's a ploy, man. You know, it's a ploy. Because as long as you're in that devil's system, as long as you're making him happy, then you're okay for some of them. But then you have the other side that doesn't like you, you know? Interesting video I just seen the other day, you know, Apostle Tahar put up a video about Babe Ruth being Dominican, you know, and you know, and I don't know, you know, I mean, I know he's not no damn Edomite. I know that for a fact, you know, and I do know that the crackers used to call him a big black monkey. You know, they had all sorts of racist names for him, you know. Even though he was hitting home runs for Boston, you know, racist ass Boston. And then he went over and went to New York and was still hitting home runs, and they still treated him like shit. There's a nice little movie or two on Babe Ruth I need to watch, because they go into depth about, you know, the racism that he went through and just the treatment that he got, man. This dude was a bigger than life person on earth. You know how in Babylon the Great they idolized everything, so he was idolized, and a lot of Edomites wanted to be like him. But when they seen him, they knew that they couldn't be like this dude. This dude would drink all night long and wake up and come to the park and knock home runs out every time he's at the goddamn. He has one of the highest home run hittings for batting averages, man. That's how crazy that is. This dude was a walking home run, man. If anybody knows anything about baseball, man, you know, baseball is a pretty hard sport, man. A lot of people just thinking you just hitting the ball and running the bases. That's the easy part of the game, you know what I mean? You got guys like Ruth, who are sluggers, whose main job is to just knock home runs in, you know. And he was a dude who every time he stepped to the plate, he could call where he was going to send his home run to. That's another thing too. So he was a guaranteed run. So if in a baseball game, if you come to bat, at least in the average baseball game, you come to bat at least 4 to 6 times at least, an average baseball game from 1 through 9 innings, at least 4 to 5 bats at least. You know, out of those 4 or 5 bats, you can guarantee he's putting up 5 runs, and if somebody else is on base, they're gonna come home with him. You know, that's how raw this dude was, and how you know, just of a natural he was. And like I'm saying, he would drink. You know, he did everything opposite of what an athlete is supposed to do. Nor did he look like an athlete for the most part. He was just a big statue, and these Edomites hated him. But at the end of the day, you know, he won championship. He did a lot of things for him, and they hated him. So look at this Jake right here, man. You know, he is a quarterback. You know, and in this place, you know, in football, you know, quarterback is one of the that's the head of the squad right there. You know, so you got to protect your quarterback. You would think that, but here it is where, you know, at Ohio State, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're in the North or South. These are fucking devils, man. They're racist. A racist Edomite does not change, man. Whether he comes from Russia, France, Spain, Portugal, you know, these are the devils, man. They're Edomites, man. You know, they just change their tongue. Their language changes. That's the only thing that changes is their language. Their attitude ain't changed not one bit. They hate you, man. You know, and this guy right here, he plays football for Ohio State. Well, he did. He's on his way to the NFL. You know, and anywhere it go, you know, you can't run from the racism in this country, man. Because even though he's leaving one institution, Ohio State, to go to play pro football, well, he'll make more money because now they pay the college players, you know, which is good. But he'll leave from one institution to an even bigger racist institution. They will, you know, the racism, at least at Ohio State, was in his face. And the NFL, they're going to try to hide it. You know, they'll try to hide it and try to be his friend. Let him go out there on his training day or the day he's supposed to show the execs what he got. Let him go out there and bust his knee like they did this one running back about a year or two ago. I mean, the linebacker about a year or two ago. The brother was from, you know, he was from Nigerian descent, you know, and, you know, if you know anything about the football game nowadays, some of your most lethal players, some of those linebackers and everything, you know, those are Nigerian dudes, so they picking them dudes up heavy. And, man, my man blew out his goddamn knee, or it was ACL tear or something, man. And when I tell you, they was clocking him run, and once he hit the ground, and he knew it was something, and the guys on the sideline knew it was something. They knew it wasn't just regular ass trip. You know, they heard it. You know, they heard the pull. You know, 'cause some of these muscle pulls you can hear. You know, and they heard it, and they you know, they just turned their back. They didn't even go render the man aid. You know, they didn't even go check on the man. They just turned their backs to the clocks like, hey, man, ring out the next guy, let him run. This dude's done with, throw a towel on him, send him back to whatever college he came from, and tell him to hope he pays his bills off in an orderly manner, you know? But that's the love that they have for you, man. Let me bring this out real quick. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction, man. This is not our place of rest, man. Even though we run, we dunk, we hit the ball far for this devil, you know, we still get no rest, man. We still get no rest. We each one of your stars from the last 10, 20 years, you know, your LeBron James, your Kobe Bryants, you know, these dudes are bigger than life once again. This iconic place that we live in, you know. These dudes, they dunk the ball, you know. They sell a gazillion dollars worth of sports drinks and whatever other cheeseburger you want them to sell or whatever you want them to sell, and they can still be brought up on charges, and you know what I'm saying, heinous charges, just some of the craziest charges. Like right now they got this one guy, Deshaun Watson. They got him talking about he raped like 20 women, man. This is a quarterback, man. These women get thrown at these men. But in this society, the black man is always the rapist. And here's another thing. If we're not raping, they're going to hit us with tax evasion. They're going to get them pockets some way. So if they give a guy $100 million, $200 million, they're going to get it some way, somehow. This basketball guy, Ja Morant, they're going to get their money back somehow, some way, man. You know, whether he does jail time or he just falls out the league and he just goes ahead and be a rapper. You know, they're going to get their money somehow, some way, man. You know, but these are the things. This is not our place of rest, man. This is our punishment, man. And our enemies let us know that daily, man. They don't like you. You know, as long as you're running and dunking the ball, they like you. They'll care for you because you're helping the team. You're helping that feeling for that time, man. You know what I mean? That mirth, that endorphin, that good endorphin that comes in, that happy feeling. You helped them. We run a game. It was victory. We prayed. No, what did they say? They don't even say pray. We were so lucky. You know, we did it. You know, that's how Esau thinks, man. Bread and circus. That's what he's ran by, man. You know, and he wants our people to fall in line with that shit, man. Let you be a thinking man playing football, basketball, and see what they do to you. They ridicule you, man. Speak out against the system. This dude, Mark Jackson, was the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. They had a dynasty. Right before they kick off the real dynasty run and start winning championships, he had said he was out on the street corner with the Bible, you know? He was getting down with the Bible, and before that, on TV, it was some weird stuff that happened, and he spoke out against that stuff, man. You know, and what did they do? They stripped him from the basketball coaching position. They gave it to Coach Kerr, you know, which was set up because the Warriors were sub. They were my man Mark bleeding Curry, and he bleeding the team he put together. He put a nice team together out there in Golden State with Draymond. Pushed Draymond to be who he is. He pushed a lot of those guys to be who they are. And Kirk came in and took the team from him, and now his name is in the history books. What do they got, like 4 championships or some shit like that, you know? And that was supposed to be Mark Jackson's 4 championships. But, hey, man, and this is not our place to rest, man. Micah 2:10, you know? But at the end of the day, man, you know, this is just hell for us, man. This is our hell, man. Salaki, I'm getting ready to read this article. Read what he was talking about in this article. He says Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud's adverse from social media did not stop him from receiving hate messages from his own fans last season. In a recent interview, Stroud said that he and a few of his Buckeye teammates were subject to racist words via the popular mobile payment app Vimo. So the devil goddamn went on Vimo, threw him a couple dollars, and cussed him out on some racist shit, man. You know? So the devil never changes, man. He says, many disgruntled Buckeye fans sent their quarterback money in order for him to see their rage and hate. When asked reason for foregoing his senior year, CJ neglected to answer tough questions about treatment from the fans and alumni. Stroud made it official and announced his intent to forego his remaining college eligibility and enter the 2023 draft, man. So even when, you know what I'm saying, even when you're out here doing what they want, you know, they still label you as a nigga, man. You are still a nigga, man. You know, and the devil sent him money, man. That's how much this devil hates you, man. He does not care about the goddamn money. Do you think I would give anybody some fucking money that I don't like? How backwards is that, man? And then to email him, I mean, not to email him, but Vimo him, so they got my information and everything. These people are sick, man. That's how much they hate you, man. They don't care about you running and jumping and dunking the ball hard, man. They say that's your job, man. You know, that's your job. You're supposed to do that. That's your job, Slocky. Yeah, since I kept quoting, I'm bringing out Jeremiah 13:23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil, man. So you're going to Esau, you know, you're thinking he's going to look out for your best interests, you know, because you're going to his schools, you know, you're making his schools good acclaim and good records and stuff like that, you know, putting them in NCAA tournaments, this and that, putting them on the playoffs, putting them in the March Madnesses, this and that. These devils hate you. He ain't going to change his goddamn skin. He ain't going to change his fucking self, man. Let me bring it out again, man. Where was that? Slocky. 13:23. Yeah, can the Ethiopian change his skin or lever his spots? Then may ye also do good that is accustomed to do evil, man. So you going to Esau, you're asking him for help. And this devil is accustomed to doing wicked, man. He's accustomed to doing the opposite, man. You know, he's accustomed to doing that. You know? This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So Jake is out here, you know, putting on a willy-nilly dance for Esau just to get that bag, you know, because a lot of us come from these goddamn impoverished neighborhoods and impoverished homes where the devil finally gave us something, you know, and we think we got something. But at the end of the day, we got to keep in mind, well, they don't have to keep in mind, but we do, that the system is over with, man. We're living in a failed system. The money's done with. Everything, they're getting ready to go to digital currency very soon, you know. But yeah, I just found this little article and I had to bring it up, man, because I found that interesting. But it just adds on to the story. It just adds on to everything, you know. That being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Maki.